Hello YouTube. Today we're going to talk about my bullying story. This time I wrote it out for you more in detail so you can understand more about bullying and how it works and what you can do to resolve it. This is a must-watch bullying story, for it is true. And you'll never find another one like it here on YouTube. I written it all out in detail just for you, so you can get more information and be more informed on bullying, how it starts and how you can end it. Here we go with my bullying story. Wrote it all out for you in detail. Must watch. Must watch. Here we go. This is my bullying story. Stephanie's. When I began middle school, I tried to make new friends. I made 2 new friends. Me and my best friend from elementary school were still friends until I made friends with this other girl. This other girl was very pretty, and I wanted to be her friend because she was so pretty and sat by me in class. You know, because I was immature. 13. Well, when she found out I was friends with this other girl, which was my best friend for 5 years in elementary school, she became friends with her too. And she spent the night with her and convinced my friend from elementary school, we knew each other a long time, best friends throughout all elementary school. Anyways, she convinced my best friend that I was an ugly bitch, a whore, and a slut. And then she told her mom that I was a bitch, a whore, and a slut. And her mom told my best friend's mom from, 5 years, best friends from elementary school. She told my best friend's mom that I was these things. And her mom no longer allowed me, which my best friend, from elementary school of 5 years, she no longer allowed me to hang out with her anymore. So me and my best friend ended our 5-year best friendship over this pretty new bitch friend I had. Shortly after that, people began to hate me. And it wasn't from my best friend of 5 years' fault. She had nothing to do with it. It was from this new girl I made friends with. The pretty blonde which sat next to me in class. She was so beautiful. I wanted to be her friend because she was so beautiful, and I was only 13. So, I was really immature. I didn't know about inward beauty and outward beauty, but I was finding out. Anyways, let's keep going. Well, I was young and didn't know who messed up. Me and my best friend of 5 years of friendship. Let me start that over. Well, I was young and didn't know who messed me and my best friend's friendship up of 5 years. But it was the new friend in class that was really pretty. Her mom was a bitch and made up lies on me to my best friend of 5 years and told her mom. So basically what happened was the beautiful friend I made friends with in class, sat next to me, she basically made friends with my best friend, which is of 5 years of elementary school, best friends, And what she did is she spent the night at her house, and she told my best friend all these lies about me and called me a bitch, a whore, a slut, and all that. I sleep with a lot of men, which is a lie because I was a virgin. And she said all these bad things about me. And then she even told her mother. And then her mother she told her mother these things about me too, which was a complete lie. And her mother told her mother as well, so they all were in together on it, and they were talking to each other, and they lied on me and said I was a whore, a bitch, and a slut, and I sleep with a lot of men and all this, which was a complete lie. I was only a virgin. I was 13. So she wasn't only a bitch herself, her mother was a bitch. You see, her mother was a compulsive liar and taught her daughter to do the same thing. Compulsive lying bitch. But let me just keep going. Hey. Okay. But it was the new friend in class that was really pretty. Her mom was a bitch and made up all lies to my best friend's mom and to my best friend of 5 years. I guess because this new friend, whom was pretty, was so vain. The pretty girl was just so vain, She wanted to be the center She wanted to be the center of my attention because she knew she was so pretty in her whole life. Everyone told her that. So she thought she was Miss It on a stick and knew I adored her for her beautiful looks. And no matter how stupid I thought her personality was, I still liked her because she was so beautiful. She would constantly try to piss me off by being such a fucking bitch, but only in a sarcastic way. She didn't want to be full-blown bitch to me because, you know, I'd fight her. But instead she'd make it off like a joke, you know what I mean? Okay, so she would constantly try to piss me off by being such a fucking bitch, but only in a sarcastic way, so she wouldn't say what she really thought of me. But looking back, I realized the reason she acted like this was because she thought I was an ugly dork. And she was a beautiful swan. And she thought she was better than me. And thought I was the dirt under her feet. I didn't realize that at the time. I thought she was just a really fucked up in the head person. But still, I stayed friends with her because she was so beautiful. Anyways, as time went on throughout middle school, she became popular. And every girl wanted to look like her, so she made a lot of friends. And they all liked her. And she made a clique. This clique was from 6th grade all the way up to 8th grade. So this clique, it got bigger and bigger and bigger and beyond our school. I mean, the whole school became like one big clique, and they all hated me. So let's keep reading. She would act like a friend to my face, but behind my back, she would spread rumors about me, saying that I was a whore, a slut, and a bitch, and was fucking the leader of the gang on the guy's side, which all that was untrue, because at the time I was a virgin and never had sex. So basically, she went around telling all these girls I was a whore, slut, and a bitch. You know, there's a top leader of the girls' clique, and then there's a top leader of the boys' clique. So she went around and, you know, and was fucking saying, you know, and was fucking the leader of the gang. She told every girl that was in this clique that I was fucking the leader of the guys' clique, which is a complete lie. I never fucked him. He wanted me, but I never got with him. Okay? Anyways, which all that was untrue because at the time I was a virgin and never had sex. So she pissed off the gang leader's girlfriend. And they all hated me, the whole school, and the neighborhood gang, which consisted of well over 500 people. Okay, let me go to the next page. Let's see, where am I at? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find out. Okay. Make sure I'm on the right page here. Okay. So people who didn't even know me, they knew my name well because of all the rumors and that were lies were spread about me. Because it was spread from one girl, she'd make up a lie to one girl, to the next girl, and the next girl, to the next girl, saying that I said all this shit about them. Like they were fat, or they were ugly, or they were a whore, or they were a bitch, or a slut, or they were stupid. She'd make up all these lies to these people I don't even fucking know. Okay, so let me go on. So people who didn't even know me knew my name well because of this little bitch I was hanging out with. Because of all the rumors and lies that were spread about me. So I had people calling me names at school like bitch, whore, slut, frizzy hair, ugly snaggletooth bitch. They did this on a daily basis. And then it got to where girls were jumping in my face. I'm talking a whole gang of girls. Like the whole school would jump in my face and threatened to kick my ass because they said I talk shit about them. And that was untrue. I didn't even know these girls. So let's keep reading. And that was untrue. It was that pretty girl who I thought was my friend making up all the lies on me. You know? It was that pretty girl that I thought I adored her. She's so beautiful. You know, she was the one making up all these lies on me. Okay. So that people would hate me. So I got ganged up on in a circle on with these girls that I didn't even know. Threatened to kick my ass. And I'm wondering the whole time who these girls even were. They even said, if you tell on me, I will kick your ass on the bus or after school. Off the bus. So I couldn't tell on them. You see? I couldn't tell on them because I was going to get my ass kicked irregardless. So I thought, well, if I don't tell, I would definitely won't get my ass kicked. Alright. Yay. They even said, if you tell on me, I will kick your ass on the bus or even off the bus. So so I couldn't tell on them. I just put up with the verbal and physical abuse. It was verbally abused. I was verbally abused and threatened every day. And I got punched in the back of the head 2 times. On 2 different occasions. By girls I didn't even know or do anything to them. So these are 2 different girls. I didn't know any of them. And they basically had other girls with them and they punched me in the back of the head. Okay, let's see. Okay. They always had a gang with them. When they attacked me physically or verbally, they always had a gang with them. Why? Well, they were scared and they knew I would kick their ass on a 1-on-1 fight. That's why they always had to have a gang. They hit me in the back of the head with their fist. And that, after doing research, I found out that is called a rabbit punch. When Mike Tyson, this is what a rabbit punch is. So when someone punches you in the very back of the head, come to find out I did research on it, it's called a rabbit punch. Which Mike Tyson did to Holyfield's head in boxing. And he was disqualified from the game of boxing because it is an illegal move for it is meant to cause permanent injury or death because it can dislocate the vertebrae and cause permanent paralysis and even death. These girls tried to kill me. They learned from the gang and the guys and everybody in the gang that if you punch somebody in the back of the head hard enough, you know, at the very back between the brain and the neck, you know, brain stem, they can basically, you know, either kill you or cause permanent physical injury such as paralysis, brain damage, or even death. So they try to kill me. Alright, let's keep going. Finally, more time had passed and the neighborhood gang broke into our house and they stole my dad's guns. After all this shit happened, we finally moved out of the city. Yay! We moved out of the city. And I started going to a private girls' school. It was free, but it was a private girls' school. And all of the bullying had stopped. So I had no more bullying. When I changed schools and went to an all-girls school and moved out of the city and moved out of my old house and my old neighborhood, I had no more bullying. The bullying had stopped. But instead I made friends and people seemed to like me at my new school. So, there you go. The bullying finally stopped. So here's my advice to those who are bullied. Here's your advice. Move away from your neighborhood. Or change schools. That's the only legal options you have. But you must do this if you're being bullied. Tell your parents everything. Do not kill yourself. And do not kill others. If you kill yourself, you know, you could risk a lot of things. So don't kill yourself. And do not kill others because you will go to jail. And you don't want to spend your life in prison you know, I thought of killing my school, but I didn't because I didn't want to go to prison. So, and do not kill others. So, God bless all you people who are watching this and all you people who are being bullied. God bless you. And may you seek Jesus, for he will tell you even more about all things you need to know. Amen. And thank you for watching my true story about bullying. And if you'd like, subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.